I like to say that in geography, the real world is a big part of what we do. And I'm going to demonstrate that just by a quick walk through our hallway here at Bridgewater State University in Massachusetts. I'm Dr. James Hayes-Bohanan. I'm a professor of geography here, and just looking at some of the great work that our students have done with the mentoring of my colleagues here in the department who teach mapping and geospatial technology classes. I just want to show you some examples of what our students have been learning about. I'm starting here with a poster about the Syrian civil war and the geography of that conflict. Here's just a nice map of the world, and we have some lockers and other things that aren't our posters, and I'm going to zip down here to posters. Here's something on the geotechnology front, really an analysis of the different ways that satellite image can be processed. The numbers that come down from satellite imaging or from smaller scale imaging from drones have to be processed in order to turn it into meaningful data, into meaningful images, and our students learn how to do that in some of our classes. This is a study of the relationships among soil quality, hazardous material sites, and suitability for farming, for people to engage in local food production and to be actually able to live on the land. We have some laws that facilitate that, but it only works if you choose the right places to do it. Here we have a poster on public health and the relationships among recreation, food deserts, and obesity in men and women here in Massachusetts. We also have some information related to, or a study related to impervious surfaces, paved surfaces that cause more rapid runoff, and really mapping out the details of the interaction between urban development and potential for flood. A very important issue in the media and in scholarship these days is sea level rise. So we have a few different pieces of research on that. This one is based in the state of Maine. Whipping around to the other side of the hallway, we find the application of view sheds. We can use GIS technology to figure out what you can see from different spots on the Earth at different elevations. And so this is a map of what could be seen from the Appalachian Trail in a certain part of Massachusetts. Here's another study of flood risk following heavy precipitation. This is more localized just in the city of Brockton, which I've studied a lot with my students. These are a couple of maps of population change at a broader spatial scale. This is in the western United States. Students put together over 300 maps showing population change by county and looking for what kinds of patterns they could see there. Back to a view shed, this is showing where you could locate a tower to best look out for forest fire in nearby Miles Standish State Forest. In our ecology classes, we learn about why that area is particularly susceptible to fire. Here's another view shed example, is looking at what are the places from which you could see wind turbines. More population change, this time in the Midwest. And back to sea level rise, in this case locally, what are the potentials for sea level rise in our area? These are just a few of the topics that we cover here at Bridgewater State University Geography Department in our classes in geospatial technology, environmental geography, human geography, economic geography, and cultural geography of the whole planet.